guys, Noli here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will check premium tier 7 British battleship Nelson. So this is one of my favorite tier 7 battleships next to West Virginia of course and Ashitaka. And I hugely like playing Nelson and find her performing really well. So let's check quickly overall stats. So I would give her 4 from 5 points overall. Then also for survivability and maneuverability I would give her 4 from 5 points. For guns I would even go with 5 points from 5. So I hugely like the guns on Nelson. I like them even more than on West Virginia. And only weak point in my opinion in Nelson is AA. So she has quite weak AA. So let's now quickly compare survivability and maneuverability between Nelson, West Virginia and Ashitaka as, in my opinion, 3 strongest battleships on tier 7. So as you can see that Nelson, West Virginia and Ashitaka have, Nelson and West Virginia have the same HP, Ashitaka a little bit higher. They have the same citadel protection, fire and flooding and damage reduction are a bit higher on West Virginia. And of course torpedo damage reduction is much higher on West Virginia than on Nelson and Ashitaka, but overall I find Nelson's survivability quite good. Regarding maneuverability, Nelson has a bit higher maximum speed and bit faster acceleration than West Virginia, and also the turn time is faster than West Virginia. Ashitaka has a higher maximum speed but slower turn time, and this is something that I don't like too much on West Virginia because she is super sluggish and slow to get anywhere or turn, and of course you can play her as a sniper, but what I like in Nelson is that I have a feeling that she's much more agile, so she can maybe dodge torpedo or change position a little bit easier than West Virginia. So let's now quickly compare the guns. Nelson has 9 406mm guns, West Virginia 8, and Ashitaka has 10 410mm guns. Reload is here a little bit faster because I'm using rapid reload or the main battery modification on Nelson. Find it more useful than turret reverser. Then ranges of course in Nelson is the Verso fall free, the best is in West Virginia and the middle is Ashitaka. HE of course is in Nelson is the best, so and also fire chance, and I find it performing quite well depending on the situation on the map. AP, as you can see, West Virginia Nelson has the same AP, but Nelson has 1 gun more, and Ashitaka of course has 10 guns and 1800, so the best AP damage. And turret reverser here is again a little bit better in West Virginia Ashitaka because there I'm using turret reverser and here I'm using rapid reload. And the last thing to check is actually AA, and as I already said is large caliber guns are 55 and small caliber guns are 178 on Nelson. West Virginia is great, 258, 247, and Ashitaka is almost non-existent. In terms of equipment, just wanted to show you, so here I'm using, as I said, main battery modification, that of course acceleration and traversa as in most battleships, and for elite bonus I'm using elite gun operator. So let's jump now in gameplay and see how she performs in action. So first of all, what I want to show in the gameplay is dispersion. So look at this. So I hugely like dispersion, and I think that dispersion is better somehow than in West Virginia. And as you can check it one more time, look at this. So it's super precise. It's really super honestly precise. And then once again, just let's give it a second. I mean, it's I find it super easy to hit. Look at this. I mean, it's really excellent. And yeah, so about play style. So what is important to do in Nelson is to always have bow on. So never ever let enemy come behind your ship. So don't show your stern. What will happen, because it's easy to rotate the guns, as you can see here, from left to right above the bow, but if the enemy is behind the stern of the ship, so behind your ship, you will have a problem because you will have to rotate the guns all the way around. Also, first the turrets can shoot when you're completely bow on, and if you want to use the third turret you need to show a bit of your broadside, so you have to keep that in mind. Then also be careful with the planes. If there is, for example, Kaga or some strong CV, stay close to. I mean, look at this dispersion. Yeah, excellent. Stay close to other ships so they can give you protection against the planes, because AA here is weak, of course. Then, if destroyers are coming to Nelson, that will be a huge mistake, because usually, if you're using HE, look at this, so you can really clear destroyer with any problem, and they should avoid getting close to Nelson at all times. About using HE AP, depends. So some people like usually to use HE, some like to use AP. I find AP also performing quite good. HE is also okay, but if you're depending on RNG and don't manage to light fire, you have to keep track who is using damage control kit, and they've used it and try to light fire. For example, if you have seen here, I used HE and get all half pens. So for example, then maybe would be better AP. So I like also using AP a lot in this ship. So what are the pros? So I definitely hugely like guns. I like dispersion. I like the damage output and gun position. So bow on. I like the maneuverability. I like also the camo. Visually, she is beautiful, and this is what I like playing nice ships. And I like survivability. The cons are AA definitely, and fire and flooding and torpedo damage reduction. Overall, I find this package working super good. Look at this now, and he's turning against the island, and I will, yeah, of course, miss, but c'est la vie. Yeah, so overall package I find performing excellent, really good, and I would definitely suggest, if you have enough free XP, to get her. I don't have any problems performing in her, and I very like the entire package and entire ship. So let's just check this last shot, and my luck, yeah. Anyhow, I hope you like it. See you in the next video, guys, and enjoy it. Bye.